Hey, what's up, Coin Fam? Do you know how to identify rare and valuable pennies in your pocket change? Watch this video and we'll talk about errors and varieties that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars under the right circumstances. How about this 1945 Denver minted pretty penny? This isn't an error coin, but its value is due to its grade. This is the highest grade 1945 Denver minted penny known to exist. It's so rare, the estimated price for a penny like this is currently $16,000. This one here sold at auction for $14,400. Have you ever heard of the close AM or wide AM penny? There are wide and close AM varieties that vary by year. This variety can still be found in circulation to this day. This is a 1992 close AM. In 1993, a change was made to the reverse design of the penny. This new design had the A and the M in America spaced very close to each other. Somehow, the 1993 reverse dies were used for at least some 1992 cents, and what's best of all, this rare variety is still being found in circulation. There have been about 20 of these varieties found so far from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Take a look at how close the A and the M are compared to the wide AM. This 1992 Lincoln cent was graded Mint State 67 red and was given the close AM designation. This penny sold for $28,850. Most coins, including pennies, were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The Denver minted coins have a D mint mark, and the Philadelphia coins have a P mint mark, or no mint mark at all, depending on the year the coin was minted. In 1922, no Lincoln cents were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, yet a variety of this Denver minted coin has been discovered with no mint mark. And just when you thought all of that made sense, there's actually a variety within a variety. This is a 1922 no D weak reverse, and this one right here is a 1922 no D strong reverse. The weak reverse is a bit more common. The 1922 no D weak reverse sold for $5,750, while the 1922 no D strong reverse graded Mint State 64 red brown sold for $74,750. Most collectors are well aware of the 1955 double die penny. This is one of the most popular error coins in existence. In fact, it's been featured in at least two movies, the 1989 movie UHF and the 2010 Stephen King novel A Good Marriage that was made into a movie. My dad used to look for this penny error when he was a kid. The doubling on this Lincoln cent can be seen easily with the naked eye. This beautiful 1955 double die penny was graded Mint State 65 red on a scale from 1 to 70, and it sold at auction for almost $50,000. This next coin was listed on the top 100 U.S. coins list by Garrett and Guth. As you can imagine, this coin is in high demand. There were only 484,000 of these coins produced. This is the 1909 SVDB. Why is it such a desirable coin? It's because of the S and the VDB. The VDB is the name of the designer of the Lincoln cent, Victor David Brenner. You can see the VDB on the bottom of the reverse of this coin below the wheat stalks right here. When the Lincoln cent was first released in 1909, it was generally accepted by the public except for the prominent initials of Mr. Brenner. People thought the initials were too large and obvious. The U.S. Mint took care of this by removing Mr. Brenner's initials from the cent, but millions of these pennies had already been produced by the Philadelphia Mint. The San Francisco Mint, however, only produced 484,000 of these. Even in poor condition, this variety can bring in an easy $700. So how much do you think a 1909 SVDB graded Mint State 67 red brought in an auction? How about $117,500? This is a 1983 Lincoln cent, and this penny is a transition error. A transition error occurs when a change is made to the design or composition of a coin, and somehow the old design or composition finds its way into or on the new coin. In 1982, the mint went from mostly copper planchets to mostly zinc planchets. It's believed that the older copper planchets may have been lodged in a hopper or the crevice of a mint bin and found their way on the press. Either way, you can imagine that these errors are both rare and valuable. You can't tell the difference between the two different plants just by looking at them. You're going to have to weigh them. When I'm coin roll hunting, I separate all of the 1983 pennies so I can check them for this very error. After they're separated, I'll put them on a scale and check the weight of each coin. Your 1983 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams, give or take a couple hundredths of a gram. If you have a 1983 penny that weighs 3.11 grams, you've hit the jackpot. This 1983 Lincoln cent weighed in at 3.1 grams and was graded Mint State 62 red brown. It sold at Heritage Auctions for over $23,000. This is a 1988 Lincoln cent. This penny is unique because it's a rare error penny. What's even more unique is that it was found in pocket change by someone who watches coin videos a few years back. This error coin was the victim of a doubled die, and the doubling isn't on the features of the coin that you see in most other double die errors. The doubling on this penny coin is most obvious on Lincoln's left ear. Here's what Lincoln's ear looks like on a normal 1988 Philadelphia minted penny. And here's what it looks like on the double die version of the penny. You can clearly see the doubling of the bottom part of Lincoln's ear. So how much is this thing worth? A coin's value is based on its grade, appearance, and rarity. So far, this penny that was found a few years ago in pocket change is the highest graded coin in this variety. This penny was graded Mint State 66 red on a scale from 1 to 70 by PCGS. Due to its rarity and condition, it sold for over $3,000 at Heritage Auctions in 2020. This 1913 San Francisco minted penny sold at auction for over $63,000. Here's why. One of the main factors that determines the price of collectibles is rarity. This is the same with any collectible. Sometimes the whole production of coins for a particular year is considered rare because of low mintage or low remaining population. These are called key dates and semi-key dates, depending on the rarity. The 1913S is considered a semi-key date. Finding a penny from this year and in mint state condition is very rare. This particular 1913 San Francisco minted penny graded Mint State 66 red. Because of the combination of the low population and high grade, this penny sold for $63,250. Here's a great looking double die variety anyone would love to have in their collection. This is a 1969S Mint State 64 red double die obverse. Cents are routinely put into category based on their color. These categories are red, red-brown, and brown. A red designation on an older coin is generally worth more than other designations. The doubling on this penny is very obvious. Take a look at the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" as well as the date. Put all of this together and you've got a penny worth $126,500. The U.S. Mint has created some crazy coin errors. Sometimes there are freak occurrences resulting in these crazy errors, and sometimes the error is the result of human intervention. This is a 2001 Denver minted penny that has been muled with a Roosevelt dime reverse. This penny-dime combination graded Mint State 66 red by PCGS, and it sold at auction for, get this, $114,000. Take a look at this 1944 San Francisco minted zinc-plated steel planchet penny. Pennies in 1943 were made of steel instead of copper, so the copper could be used for war efforts. In 1944, copper planchets were used once again, but not for this coin. This coin is one of only two known. It graded Mint State 66, and it's the only known uncirculated example. That's why this penny sold for $373,750 at auction. What could be worth more than a Mint State 66 1944 steel penny? How about a Mint State 63 1943 copper penny? Copper 1943 pennies are extremely rare. There are only about a dozen of them known to exist. This penny was graded Mint State 64 brown. Pennies in 1943 were minted on zinc-plated steel planchets in order to conserve copper for the war. If you happen to come across one of these, it's more likely that it's been counterfeited rather than it being the real thing, so make sure you have it authenticated. This rare penny sold at auction for $840,000. This is a 1909, and yes, it is a VDB. This is a matte proof. It was graded proof 67 plus. That's a really high grade for a penny, let alone one more than 100 years old. But then again, it is a proof, so generally they have higher grades than circulated coins. If that's not enough though, this coin has a CAC gold label. This label means that the Certified Acceptance Corporation believes this coin is on the high end of its grade. Put all of these factors together and add the fact that the known population for this coin at this grade is a 1, and you've got a coin that's sold at auction for $258,000. If you want to learn more about the close AM and wide AM pennies that can still be found in circulation to this day, click on that video to the left. Thanks for watching.